Spider's legs rose and fell to the changing lies of mankind's dreams. Jawbones cracked and teeth shattered to the impact of what it meant to be alive. Evil had never smiled so wide. Illuminated eyes never flashed so brightly to faces screaming as lurching torsos smoldered. Raw fingertips clung to bleeding lips, and mangled toes dug into the devil's chin. I watched and wondered once again. Rolling wicked eyes and veiled gasoline wars, rockets exploding on foreign shores, children crying out as parents vanished into blood-spattered mist. Bright orange bursts flashed from machine guns triggered by politically ordered warriors that shouted commands to the earth. Data files of agonies listening to and utilizing our fears over so many blinded years. Sticky tastes of us swallowed down and digested into steaming hot guts, completely unsatisfied, stomachs twisted of greed and lust. Steaming saliva gushed over jagged teeth that ground together upon our bones. Where did he find us? What did we not see? And darkness came the boiling seas. His laughter engulfed our brains as infants went insane to the shrieks of our falling bombs. Blood-soaked rats shrank and withered as tiny pointed teeth pulled at graying flesh. Our time had loved on his deceptive bliss as bodies fell from his scooping fingers and clenching fist like wads of frazzled cash. Our blood squished from his smiling black lips, our limbs sticking from the cracks of his teeth, all the while we believed in logic and had faith in holiness. Lost stars and fireflies faded from dimming eyes as worn shoes shredded from our feet, and I heard positive thinkers speak through airwaves to the world. Rise, they said, rise. They spoke with a dying man's hope, a man who was inevitably born but now denied that it was his time to die. I stood watching as this demon's steps thundered over mountainsides, his bony skull concealing all we chose to deny. Newscasters pricked their hair to channel death, projecting for those who didn't believe the fire had reached the shores yet. It was far more than me. It was far beyond what I had ever seen. We now walked the earth and approached me as oak trees burned below his knees. Tell them, he said to me, a simple, solitary man at the mercy of his every step. Tell them that in me lay the answers to their great divide. He shouted while I noticed partially chewed remains of the populace living lifeless inside. That I alone am the result of them, and that I am the severed flaws of all creations. Tell who, I asked, with my sullen face lit by fiery light, as I awaited my own death. We will all be dead soon. He coughed and spat our sharp bones across the dying sky, atomic mushroom clouds exploding from his searing eyes. I screamed from far beneath his optical blasts. Without us and our blindness, you cannot exist. Then I realized. But if you are the mangled face of our flaws, we will not listen. Tell them to open their eyes and see me, and I shall shrink and die. He said as black smoke and fire flowed from the rims of each empty eye. He tightened his grip as muscles split through our skins. Rib cages cracked to our bulging colored eyes, and he grinned. I am flaw. I am hate and fears. I am deceptions. Yet they deny me. So I will crush them into eternity with all they have become. I am their child, and they have raised me. Steaming Red tears trickled from his melting eyes as jet engines rumbled aside focused fighter pilots and smoke-filled skies. Red-hot commuter planes crashed into building sides, tortured souls choked from wings to their deaths. Presidents gambled and tripled their debts. Tell them that I am the lies, he screamed, and slammed his giant fist against the earth, causing grassy ground to split. Crack raced to my feet and stopped as he angrily flexed every muscle for all that it was not worth. God did not create me. It is them, your leaders in naivety. They are the reasons I survive. Their denials and agendas have come alive. Guided missiles exploded against his head, and he smacked shrieking fighter jets to the ground. Chaos grew and gathered as I stood before him and quietly frowned. Human heads popped beneath his feet and were pushed into heaping piles by his soiled toes. I never moved from my place as I watched his face. Humans dangled from his lips as they struggled in the ragged holes of his rotten cheeks. His decay overcame them, and he chewed each and every one. You are the ultimate plight of man, I shouted. You are the eyes and the ears of that which we cannot place. You are the face. I am the volt in the lightning, the force behind the storm. Tell them I don't wish to be here, that I am the hidden angel of their conspiracies, that I am the severed truth who was cast down for being a lie, existence threatened, a false image given to their eyes, and their hate will not see. Their propaganda has created me. They will not listen, I said. I have tried, but I am no one. Their confusion and hatred banishes me to the side. It is they who are wicked and refuse to face the lies. Now they die. He inflated his mounding chest, arched his back, and screamed into the polluted sky. Fools, he growled, and reluctantly stomped heads, small like him, like flies. Blind fools, he shouted. But who was I?